Hi there, and welcome to this new lecture. And I'm just adding this one in, and it's a slightly different lecture, slightly different class than what I'd normally teach, because I'm actually showing you somebody else's content right here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this has worked absolutely gangbusters for us in generating leads. It's a slightly different approach than what I'd normally go through with you guys, but I really did want to give the credit to ShushNote, as you can see here. So, there's a couple of things in this. I want to give you the overview of ShushNote's strategy, show you what we've done, let you know how that worked. But I also wanted to give plenty of note to ShushNote and make sure that you go through her blog or this particular article. The reason being is because there's some really, really great stuff in it from a LinkedIn perspective, but there's also some other methods in which you can use to generate leads. So the first thing that we've got to be aware of is the URL. So this is the blog at shushnote.com. And you can see ShushNote, it's typed out there, so you can figure that out, right? So if you Google blog, ShushNote, share content, 50 locations, that sort of stuff, it'll be easy enough for you to find. The URL is at the top here though, so you should be able to pick that out. Now, this is what is so interesting about this. ShushNote, they're a content marketing kind of company, I believe, and they've very much gone along this how to share content to 50 locations in 2 minutes. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. But how we could generate a whole bunch of leads in 2 minutes is a lot more interesting to me. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you what ShushNote's saying and then show you what we did as a result. So, as she's saying here, it really is a neat little trick, and all it essentially evolves around is joining a whole load of groups on LinkedIn, so relevant groups, of course. So making sure, if you're in the if you're in the manufacturing sector, then you're joining the groups where all of your typical manufacturing clients would be, right? If you're in the HR sector, then you're joining the groups that your typical businesses that you try and achieve are there, right? We've already spoken about that. Now you can only join a maximum of 50 groups, but that's perfectly fine with this, because as we know already from previous lectures, there's thousands of people in these groups, right? But if you've got a sales team, if there's more people in the business there, and you've identified, say, 150 groups, and there's 3 of you, well, that's great. You join 50, John joins 50, and Sue joins 50, and you've got access to 150 groups. We've already spoke about joining groups and looking for the ones that are active, most members, that sort of stuff. Now, once you've joined those groups, you might be thinking, but you've got to log in and share stuff with them, and this method is just simply genius. So what she's suggesting you do is you create a really good piece of content, a white paper, a report, a presentation of some description that helps obviously paint your business in a good light, but encourages people to get through to you. And then you share that piece of content on SlideShare, right? So we're all familiar with SlideShare. It's the content marketing, the presentation distribution site, shall we say, where people can upload PowerPoint presentations and Word documents and that sort of thing, right? Upload your piece of content there, and then, and I'm just going to scroll down this slide, this web page a little bit. When you get to the share buttons underneath that piece of content, once you've uploaded it, you can simply press the LinkedIn button. If you press the LinkedIn button, all you have to do is start going through the groups, and you can add your groups, like you can see in this section of the image here. You can add all 50 of your groups in one go to that groups list, right? So you share the content from SlideShare, select the groups, and to do that, if you remember a 50 groups, you might not know, the names of all those groups. So simply press A, and it'll autofill all the groups beginning with A. Press B, it'll autofill all the groups beginning with B. Press C, and so on. So really, really quickly, you can get your message out to not only 50 groups, but also potentially hundreds of thousands of people within those groups. And everybody in the groups, they don't like the salesy messages, right? They don't like the, check out my website, we've just updated it, or, we've got this great offer, click here to find out more. They don't like that sort of stuff. They like the good quality content. Well, if you've got a piece of good quality content, as ShushNote is saying, upload it to SlideShare and share it from SlideShare, because literally once it's uploaded, it's a 30-second job. It's not even a 2-minute job. It's a 30-second job to share that with all 50 of your groups. Now, like I say, ShushNote, they've got some extra content in here as well, like how you can do it using Discuss and a few others. So definitely check that out. But I was looking at this and I thought, well, sharing the content's okay, but can we use this to generate leads, leads in a good volume? So let me show you a couple of things. So what we did is we have on one of our websites, we have a lead generation swipe file, how to generate leads online. And there's about 35 or 36 or so different strategies that you can use to generate leads in your business. So we took a truncated version of that. We shortened that down a little bit, right? And we uploaded it to LinkedIn, and you can see here a screenshot of that, the ultimate lead generation swipe file. So we took a shortened version of that. It wasn't all 30 strategies, right? It was, I think maybe 10 or 12 or something like that. And then we had a really, really solid call to action. If you want more, go here and download the full version, right? And we sent them through to the landing page, which converts at around 14-15%. So people come to the landing page, they say, oh yeah, okay, I'll get the full swipe file. They just put their name, an email address in, and job's done, right? So anyway, so we posted this piece of content in a whole bunch of groups, and that seemed to work really well. It drove a load of traffic to the SlideShare presentation, and we ended up generating a whole bunch of leads. I can't remember how many exactly it was, but it was like 40 or 50 leads just from posting this one thing in SlideShare. And then directing people, and I'm assuming that most people have a look at stuff on SlideShare and don't ever take action on what they see. So for us, it was really, really low rent. It took 5 or 10 minutes to do the whole thing, and we generated a whole bunch of leads that we can follow up with and nurture and so on. So hopefully you found this lecture really, really useful. I've loved this. I thought this was absolutely brilliant when I came across this, and I thought, well, I've absolutely got to share it with you guys. So 2 things, well, 3 things, I suppose. Make sure you've got a halfway decent landing page that converts some of those leads into some of that traffic into leads. Create the white paper, the report, the swipe file, the template, whatever piece of content it is you want to get people to take in exchange for their email address, and then get a short version of that, post it on SlideShare, join your groups and share your content from SlideShare. It really, really is that easy, Yeah, loved it. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Hopefully you found this useful. Any other little bits like this, then obviously I will keep you guys informed. Take care, guys.